Hey guys, okay, so here is my final sales update for 2015. Now it is officially 2016 now, so happy new year guys. But I thought if I get this out of the way today, then I can start fresh from my next haul or the next time I sell something this year on eBay or Amazon. eBay, there's not really much I did. As you can see by the tabs here, most of them are going to be Amazon because obviously I started FBA sort of late November. I think it was actually no, sorry, early December. I must have started. So yeah, these are basically what I've sold from November 30th to January 1st. Well, not really because I'm not sold anything today, but you get what I mean. So first up, we have two Street Shark figures. One was actually broken. I did explain that in the description that one of the well, actually both of the roller blades were broken at the front. You see the wheels, they just weren't there. But I picked these up for I think it was 20 pence each or 30 pence each at the Borum boot sale. Didn't really know much about them. I mean, I knew Street Sharks, but I didn't have to add any accessories or if anything was missing at the time. But when I got home, I realised that was broke. But I sold them for £9.99 anyway. Some of these actually go for £9.99 each. So whoever bought them figured, well, yeah, that's broke, but I'm getting both for half price, really. So yeah, that was a tenner. This is a Disney Big Hero 6 Armour Up Baymax, and that's him without his armour. And then when you put all the armour on, he turns into the armour version, obviously. Yeah, pretty decent. I paid £1 for this at a charity shop, and I sold it for £12.99. This one was really annoying. I was getting offers of around 15 quid and it just wasn't enough. So I had an offer of £20, which I rejected at first. And then the woman said, "Oh, please, please, please! I love these toys. I've got a 3-year-old who would absolutely love these, and please, please, £20." So I'm like, you know what? It was almost Christmas. Like, it was coming up to Christmas. I thought I'd do a nice thing. And I said, yeah, okay, you know what, £20, fine, no problem. And then what happened was she took a while paying, and I told her, look, if you want me to get them to you soon, I'm going to have to take payment before 10 p.m. because I want to book these in with Hermes. I think it was like the weather was terrible, so I had them collect. Didn't want to go out and post them. So she said, yeah, okay, no problem, no problem. So she paid. And then she got them and she went, oh, they're a bit dirty, aren't they? They're a bit used. I said, well, hang on. I said, I cleaned these up before I sold them. You can see by the pictures, there's no way that these are dirty. At the end of you've got to bear in mind that at the end of the day, I mean, that was actually just paint missing. They're not dirty in any way at all. And she said, oh, they're used, aren't they? They're played with. I said, well, they're from the 80s. Did you really expect them to be brand new and sealed, and it just happened to show an old picture of other ones that aren't? Or I'm not sure about these. I said, look, if you want to send them back. It's not a problem. So yeah, she was like, oh, my you expect my 3-year-old to play with things like these? How about a partial refund? So I said, no, you got half off. Take them or leave them. If you don't want them, send them back. No problem. I'll resell them. Not a problem at all. And in the end, she went, oh, I'll make do. So that was kind of annoying, just purely because of the attitude of the buyer. But hey, still got £20, and I think they cost me probably around 6 or 7 all in to buy. So yeah, not too bad. These two Disney Tams barrel mugs ×2 Eeyore and Winnie the Pooh. I sold them not cheap, but pretty cheap because, as you can see, Winnie had some damage to the front. Eeyore was fine, but the Winnie one did have some damage. Unfortunately, the paintwork was coming off because of the charity shop sticker that was stuck there. So yeah, I can usually get £10 each, and I sold them for £10.95. I was happy with that. I paid 50 pence each for these. I think it was 50 pence each. So This one, fantastic pickup. If Zahir is watching this video, I'm sure he'll love this sale. Sony VHS SLV SE800G. This was mint, absolutely mint, and it came with the remote control and the manual, which is very rare for a charity shop. The remote control did have some yellow in, I must admit, but the actual machine itself was absolutely fantastic. There was no corrosion at all. I showed the back, I showed the sticker. It was wow, superb. And I picked this up for £6 in a charity shop, and I sold it for 40, which I was very, very happy with that. I couldn't believe as soon as I saw it, I was like, I've got to take this. I've got to carry this on, but I've got to take this. Yeah, so £6. It did cost more than £2.99 postage. I have like a one blanket fixed fee for all of my items, so obviously a couple of quid did come out of the final fee for postage as well, which was, I believe it was £5 something, £6, so I can't remember. So, but I wasn't too fast as I made good money back anyway. So yeah, that was my best sale on eBay in December. And lastly, on eBay, Disney Winnie the Pooh ceramic money box. Unfortunately, this arrived at the customer broke, so I actually had to refund the guy. And because Hermes don't cover ceramics, I didn't get my money back anyway. So in the end, I mean, I paid, I think, probably £1 for this. So yeah, so I'm not out of pocket really, but it was only went for £9 anyway, and I just picked it up because it was Winnie the Pooh. I thought it might be worth something, but it wasn't really. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to jump to my Amazon. Obviously, I'm going to have to blur out some customer details. So yeah, I'll be doing that now. Okay, so first sale, this would have been, this one says 3rd of December. So maybe I did send in, yeah, maybe I did send in items a bit earlier than I remember. Yeah, I must have done. I thought it was the 9th of December, but it must have been the 2nd because I started selling a day later. So anyways, yeah, so Grease DVD, I paid 50p, it sold for £2.97. I'm not going to go into fees because I have to go into, I think, payment information, I think I have to go to, or I have to go into a different section up here. But if you've got the Amazon FBA fee calculator, you can work all this out yourself anyway, if you really want to. But yeah, so Grease, I paid 50p, sold for £2.97. I think I made around £1.10 on that, if I remember rightly. But next up, Dominion Wars, Star Trek Deep Space Nine PC game. Quite an old game. I picked this up for £1, and I sold it for $16.99 plus £9 shipping. And this was only a DVD case, so the guy ordered expedited shipping to Bolton. So yeah, £9 shipping on a DVD. That's incredible. So yeah, total there was almost £26. Hunger Games Catching Fire. This was just basically some old books I had laying around that I couldn't be bothered to buy the rest and bundle up and all that stuff. I'm not a big fan of books. I don't mind book sets, but bundling them up, they take up so much room and I just don't like them. So I sent them up to FBA, and I think I actually made a loss on this one. I made a loss of 60p, but it was a learning curve. It's my first month on FBA. So WWE 2K15, and this was one of my own personal games. I actually paid £9 for it on eBay, and I got back $13.99 with shipping. So I actually made money on it, but this was one of my own. I bought it, I completed it, so I got rid of it very quickly because I knew 2K16 had just come out when I sold this on the 4th. So next up, Fast and Furious Showdown, the Xbox 360. Keep a lookout for this game. This is very, very good. Xbox 360. I can't remember how much I paid, like 25 quid for 17 games or 18 games recently on the Xbox. I sold this one alone for 22, plus $1.99 shipping, which was very good. Oh, sorry, no, the promotion was minus $1.99. So someone got free shipping on that. But yeah, so £22 I sold this game for. And as you know, for the Xbox 360, a game based on a movie, £22 is fantastic. You don't normally get much for those. Battlefield 3 on the Xbox 360, sold that for £3.50. I made, I think, about like 90p or £1 something. This was just part of like the bundle that I told you about. Discworld Noir Terry Pratchett, a Windows game, very, very good. Paid £1.50 for this. It was brand new and sealed, and I got £25, which was pretty good. Sony SC90 audio tape pack. I won this on eBay for 99p with $1.99 postage, I think, and I sold this for £12.99. This was brand new and sealed. The Hunger Games, another book. The other one was Catching Fire, I believe. This one's just Hunger Games. £2.81. I did make money on this. I think I made like £1.10 or something, or maybe a bit lower. But that went for £2.81. Halo Reach on the Xbox 360. I got 13 quid for that plus $1.19 postage. Didn't realise that still went for as much as it did, but yeah, I was quite happy with that. £12.99 for Halo Reach. Halo Combat Evolved, that went for £12, and that was on the Xbox 360. 40p delivery, not quite sure why the odd 40p delivery there, but hey, I don't mind. And next up we have Halo 4 on the Xbox 360. This was one of the ones that I picked up in the bundle. I sold this for £6.99. No shipping on that, so that would have been a Prime member, so that was alright. This one is something I've had for a while. It's a Space Invaders colour changing mug, and it actually went to Bologna in Italy. It was actually my first European sale at the time, and it was actually this sale that made me realise I had to go into my account. And I had to update my bank details for every marketplace. Now the good thing is you can just, once you've updated it for your UK one, which we all have, because even if you just have a normal Amazon account, your bank details are in. You can just kind of tick an option, or not tick an option, but select an option to just copy your UK bank to all marketplaces. So that way even sales in Italy or Spain or wherever will get paid directly into your bank account. And they won't complain, and sometimes you get the email from Amazon saying your bank details weren't up to date or correct, so we couldn't pay you out. Well, that avoids all that if you just make sure that your bank details are on all marketplaces. So this one was pretty good. I actually paid £1 for this at a boot sale. It was quite a while ago. I bought this probably a few months ago. And it just sat there on eBay and also Amazon Merchant Fulfilled. It sat there for months and months and months. I just couldn't get rid of it. So I decided to send it up to FBA just to kind of get it out of my way, really. And in the end, it sold within a couple of days of going up there. I got €14.17. I'm not sure of the exchange rate to pounds. I don't think it's too far. There's not too much difference now, but yeah, so that was really, really good. Really good price for that. I was very happy with that. Next up, we have the Vampire Diaries Volume 1, and it was books 1 and 2 in a single paperback. I only sold this for a couple of quids. I made, I think, about 45p on this. I actually got this for 10p, so I still made money, but once again, it was just me clearing out some books, and they acted as good void fill. There was a delivery cost involved of 75p on that. So yeah, that was really just to get out of my way, really. FIFA Street 3, this was just one that was in the pack, £4.99 that I sold that individually for. So I actually, I made money in the end on the £25 that I paid for that game pack. There was like 17 in all, so there's some more to come that I've sold, but I was already in profit even after my third sale on those. These two were also in that pack, and these were really good. These went to the same person, and it was James Bond Bloodstone and James Bond 007 Legends, both on the Xbox 360. £10, 12p for one, and 13 for the other one, resulting in a total of £23, 12p for these two Xbox games. So if you ever see these games, you know what you can sell them for, as long as you get them cheap enough. Of course, with Christmas, all these sales were probably Christmassy involved, or at least the majority of them. So don't take it on face value that you're going to be able to get these prices all day, every month. But it does give a good example of the kind of money you can get back on FBA. This one, The Vampire Diaries, this was volume 2, so books 3 and 4. Once again, around about the same price. I made roughly the same sort of profit, about 60-70p. Once again, just to get them out of my way. And this one, Spite Dice Game. I was extremely happy with this one. This is a game that I picked up for £3 in a charity shop. It was brand new and sealed, and I tried everywhere to sell this game. Amazon Merchant Fulfilled, eBay, Facebook, Gumtree, just no takers whatsoever. And I went down to £5 on eBay on this, £5 brand new and sealed, and it just wasn't going. Nobody wanted it. And I started to think I'd be lumbered with it, or I'll just have to pull it into an auction, 99p auction, and maybe someone will take it. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to send it up to FBA. It's brand new and sealed. I've got nothing to lose. It's worthless to me at this moment in time anyway. And it sold within 48 hours of me sending it out there, or everything going live. Well, I'm sure there was some of these sales on the 2nd, so yeah, maybe it was within a week, maybe. Yeah, so either way, definitely within that first week, it sold for £20. Very, very happy with that. And yeah, that was kind of my first sale that made me think that FBA could be seriously good. If you work hard at it. This one, really nasty horse racing game. I paid £1 for this in a charity shop, and I sold it for £9.97. There was a delivery total of £4.75 in there. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not too sure what my profit was on that, but it was certainly more than I paid. Freelancer. This one took a long time to sell, even though I thought this was going to be one of my best sellers. Freelancer, Windows 95 and Windows 98. NT 2000, etc. PC game. I picked it up for £1 in a Gumtree kind of like mini haul with a Star Wars game and a Gabriel Knight, and also that Dominion Wars that I sold. This one went for £9, which in the end was kind of the rough price it goes for. It goes for between 9 and 12 high end. But yeah, so it was roughly the price I was expecting anyway. But it just took a long time to sell for some reason. But once again, so that went sent out to FBA and it sold within a week. The Fellowship of the Ring Visual Companion. This was a bad purchase. I found it in my local charity shop. I paid 50p, so I still made money on it. Only just, but I made money on it. And it turns out it wasn't really worth anything. It was a big old book, and it was Lord of the Rings, so I thought, hey, there might be some value in this. But it was my first kind of look into books for Amazon, and this one was just not a great find. But hey, I still made money and I've cleared it. So this one, fantastic find. This one actually went to Poland, and it's Terry Pratchett's Discworld Map Jigsaw Puzzle. I paid £2.50, and it was the same day that I picked up the Discworld Noir sealed PC game. And I also have another one of these puzzles, but it's the Mort, M-O-R-T edition. And I'm trying to get roughly the same price for that at this moment. This was a great sale, total of almost £40, and I only paid £2.50 for it. So yeah, very happy with that. Halo 2 Multiplayer Maps Expansion Pack. This was on the Xbox Original, Once again, didn't get much for it. The actual delivery was more than the actual item cost, but I just had this laying around. I picked it up for, I believe, £1, so I may not have even made anything on there. I may have just broke even. Glee Senior. This was actually really good. I paid either £2 or £3. It was brand new and sealed in a charity shop, and I picked it up purely because it was brand new and sealed, and I knew I wanted to give FBA a go. But I must have had this sitting around for at least 2 to 3 weeks before I sent it up to FBA. On eBay, you're lucky to get £1 for this. I've seen so many of these going at auction for 99p. This one went for almost €15, and it went to Spain. I was about to show you the address, but I realised I blurred it. So, yeah, €15 went to Spain. So that was pretty cool. FIFA 15 Xbox One. This was my own. I think I can't even remember how much I paid for this. It was probably about a tenner, so I would have lost money. But I never really sold this in order to make a profit because it was my own anyway. But yeah, I bought FIFA 16, so I figured I may as well out my old one, which I'm never really going to play anymore. And I went for £8. I was happy with that. That's just gets out of my way and puts another £8 towards my shipping costs or whatever. This one is Medal of Honor Airborne. Once again, it was in that bundle. Xbox 360, $4.99, nothing special. I made a couple of quid out of that. This one, fantastic sale. Pass Out, original issue from... Now, it's strange. The actual listing said 1976. But the game wasn't out in 1976. It was 1986. 1987. And all of the listings said 1987. And I even put in mine original 1987, not 1976. The actual listing is wrong. I've contacted Amazon about it, but they don't really seem to understand what I'm trying to tell them. But either way, I found one at a charity shop, brand new and sealed. I paid £2.50, and I sold it for a total of £41.22p, which was very, very good indeed. I was very happy with that for a £2.50 investment. This one, once again, another good sale here. Aurora PR720 printing calculator. It's actually like a receipt machine. And this one I picked up for £3 in a charity shop. The box had some shelfware, but I did notice that it was actually still brand new inside. The rolls had never been used. The battery compartment still had the little pull-out plastic strip that activates the battery, everything. So £25 I got for this, and I think I only bought this like a week before I sent it up. So, yeah, it must have been, because I think this was in a different. Yeah, this must have been in my last shipment. So yeah, it wasn't too long before I sent this up. So yeah, £25 for that from £3. Very good. Working Girl, brand new sealed DVD. Nothing special. I paid like 80p, 75, 80p, maybe £1. Sold it for £3.50, so didn't make too much out of it. Profit-wise, probably only about 70 or 80p. So, you know, about £1.70, but I paid roughly about £1 for it anyway. So yeah, not too much, but once again, it was brand new and sealed. It acted as a void fill, so that's fine. Halo on the Xbox original, £1.99. I must admit, I probably made only about 30 or 40p on that. So I think I paid like 50p for it, and I think I made like 70p. So yeah, I would have only made 20 pence probably. But some of them you kind of, you know, you live and learn. You know, you buy them, you pick them up at the time, and you realise they're not actually worth that much. These Halos, Halo 2, Halo 3, were actually supposed to be sold as a bundle on eBay, but they just sat there for months and months. So I just sent them all up to Amazon anyway. Dishonored, that was another one in the set. In the bundle that I purchased. Got £4.69 for it. That's no problem at all. I'm happy with that. Kamikaze Girls Blu-ray. I paid 50p in a second-hand shop. Got £2.50. I probably made like £1 or something. The Damned United. This was brand new and sealed. I paid 50p, sold it for £2.82, so once again, not much. Gears of War 3, that was another one that was in the bundle. Got £3.16 for it, well, £5.15 with shipping. So yeah, that was, once again, just a couple of quid made probably out of that. Well, technically £3.16 because I'd already made my money back on the bundle, but yeah. Sports Resort Solace game on the Nintendo Wii. This was just the Sports Resort software. I saw this in the charity shop for £1, so I decided to pick it up. And yeah, £7.91. Made about 3 or 4 quid out of that. Sounds pretty good. Spore on the PC. I've had this months and months and months. I paid £1. I sold it for a total of £9.47. But $3.68, that was the actual item cost. Medal of Honor Frontline on the Xbox original. Paid 50p, sold it for £2. So yeah, I may have just made some money there. This was quite cool. British Seashells, a guide for collectors and beachcombers. Remember when? It was a hardback book. I picked it up on eBay auction, 99p free postage, and just sold it for £11.07 with £2.11 delivery. This one was a shame because unfortunately the guy wanted a refund, but it was the Photographer's Master Printing course. Picked it up for 50p in my local charity shop. I sold it for £11.05 with the £5.99 shipping, so £17.04. But then, as you can see, unfortunately, the guy wanted a refund pretty much the same day, even before the item had got sent out. So maybe he saw it cheaper elsewhere, or maybe he was buying it for someone and realised they'd gone off Seashells, or they'd already got it, or whatever. So either way, unfortunately, it was refunded, but never mind. This one here, Off-Road. This was quite cool. I won this 99p auction. PC software, it's a PC game, and I sold it for £9.72. This one, Scrabble Trickster, got in the end quite a low amount for it, £12.90. But I only paid, I think, £1.50, so it still goes. This can kind of go up to anywhere up to 20 quid, but unfortunately, a lot of people were then starting to sell theirs around Christmas at like £11. And I didn't really want to wait. I wanted it out because it's I don't like holding on to board games too long, and Christmas is an ideal time to get rid of them. So this sold on the 21st, and I got £12.90. So I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End on Nintendo Wii. I actually paid £1 for this. Just saw it in the shop, and I saw Nintendo Wii, and I try and pick up Wii games when I can. But this one, unfortunately, just there was hardly any money in it. I think I just about made my £1 back, but unfortunately, it was just not money in that at all. This one was very, very good, and there's a bit of a story to this. I picked up both of these in CEX, and it was the CEX. It might have been in Colchester or Basildon, or I can't remember, to be honest. Braintree, no, Basildon. Yeah, somewhere, can't remember. But these were 50p each. So I sold Fat Friends Series 1 and 2. I just paid £1 for. And what happened was I sent out my FBA shipment, and I noticed that this one wasn't there, it wasn't listed. It was listed in my inventory, but it said none available, none fulfillable, none inbound, and yet I knew I had a label for it because I labeled it up and I put it in the box. So I'm thinking, well, okay, this is really strange now because they've got it. They've acknowledged that I've at least scanned it in terms of, yes, I want to send this in. But it wasn't in my shipping queue. And I contacted them about it, and they said, well, what do you want us to do? You know, as far as our records go, you've not sent it in. But I knew I'd sent it in. So I said to him, look, I know I've sent this in. I know it, because I wouldn't just send Series 2 in. I remember wrapping it up. I remember labeling it. It's in the inventory as something I've scanned in. So you must have it. And they didn't really reply at all. They didn't talk about it at all. And then what happened was I got an email saying we found an unknown item in your box. Fat Friends Series 1. Please, you have to, it says that you have to click this little link, and it says, please acknowledge that, you've done wrong and you didn't do it properly, and we've now got more work to do. And I'm thinking, I'm sure I did it properly. I know how to do an FBA shipment. I've done a tutorial on it. So all I can think of is it didn't scan properly. Obviously, I didn't go through and check every single item to make sure that they'd scanned in properly. I just assumed they did because the label printed out as well. So, but obviously some sort of glitch there. But either way, I went into my inventory, and there's something. There's a little link. There's a little link that you click, and I can't remember what it is, but it's basically to show you. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this now because otherwise it's gonna bug me. There, fix stranded inventory. That's what you want to click. Okay, fix stranded inventory. And it showed up Fat Friends Series 1, and I clicked it. It says, you fix now, and then it suddenly put it into my FBA shipment, my FBA inventory as available. And as soon as that happened, like literally 20 minutes after it happened, somebody purchased Fat Friends Series 1 and Series 2. So going to the same person, went to Scotland, and you see the prices that these go for. You can see why I was fighting to make sure that one got listed. £17.99 for Fat Friends Series 1 and £8.69 for Series 2. A total of £26.68 on a £1 investment. So you can certainly see why I was fighting for that, because I knew that one was going to bring in 18 quid, because that's what I'd listed, that's what I'd priced it at. And that was the cheapest. So yeah, I was well happy with that. And it just goes to show that, yes, you can have some issues with Amazon, but things can get fixed. You can talk to them. They're not robots, So yeah, you can eventually get what you need from them. But anyway, let's carry on. This one was another, exactly the same day as the Fat Friends DVDs. I picked up Grown Ups Series 1, which was a BBC Three comedy show with Sheridan Smith. And I paid 50p for this as well. And what it was is they had this deal on, and it was 10. If you buy 10 DVDs that were listed as £1, you get them for 50p. So I just went around picking 10 DVDs, some of which were just ones that I wanted anyway. So I spent £10. I got them all for £5, so all these were 50p each. And this one was actually brand new and sealed, which is why it went for a little bit more. If I was willing to wait, I probably could have got around £17 to £19 for this. But I'm glad it went when it did. It went just before Christmas, even though the dispatch date was until after Christmas, because they only wanted standard delivery. But yeah, £13 on a 50p investment. Very happy with that. Ginger Fox, Dinner Aboard the Orient Express. This was brand new and sealed once again. And this guy actually ordered this on expedited. That's pretty cool. Gift message. It's probably okay to show that, but yeah, gift message to Grandad Nick and Granny Joy. Merry Christmas, lots of love from Luke, Isla, Chris, and that one. I'm not even going to attempt it. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And I didn't notice that before. So, anyways, yeah. So this was brand new and sealed. I paid £2, and I sold it for £12.12. £2.13, and also gift wrapping total of £2.99. Obviously, I think Amazon see all that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure they do. I think they see all that, and then they also see a percentage of that. So I probably made like 6 or 7 quid on it, and I'm happy with that. Okay, next one is once again a Nintendo Wii game. I probably lost money on this. I paid, I think it was 75p. Sold it for £1.25. I may have just broke even. I'm not 100% sure. because obviously the fees are a lot less on lower valued items anyway. So I may have just broke even, but once again it was just a game I thought, oh cool, Nintendo Wii. Didn't scan it or anything. I just bought it and I thought, oh, it's not worth much. Send it up to Amazon, get it out of the way quick. Done. Okay, Final Fantasy X111 or III anyway. £2.87 wasn't worth much. It was in the bundle that I picked up. I just got it out the door. I made maybe a quid. We're coming up to the end now, guys. So thanks if you're still with me. Thank you. This one, Hitman Absolution, Xbox 360. Once again, it was in the bundle. Sold it for £2.77. Made a quid or so. Gears of War 2, Xbox 360. Once again, bundle job. I only got £1.97. It's incredible the depreciation that some games have, even though it's like Gears of War and you think it's a big name, and yet I don't know, maybe it's because they just made so many of them that obviously the value just isn't there. But yeah, £1.93. Any profit I did make would be 100% profit, but still it's probably not much. The Escape Artist, this is one that was brand new and sealed. At least I think it was. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was brand new and sealed. Actually, no, it wasn't. Sorry, no, it was used. It doesn't say it, but yeah, it was used. Paid 50p. It was in that CEX job. £4.85 I got for it, so I made a couple of quid. This one, The Good Wife. This was really good. The Good Wife Seasons 1 and 2. And I actually got this for free because there's a charity shop that I go in that has a buy one, get one free. So I took up a DVD to the counter, and the lady behind the counter said, oh, do you have the other one? And I'm looking at the DVD I purchased, and it was like a single DVD. It wasn't, there's no sequels involved or anything. So I looked down, I was like, I've wanted this. She was like, oh, no, you can, it's buy one, get one free. Just you can go back and get one. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I went back and I saw The Good Wife, Seasons 1 and 2, box set sitting there. So I said, does this one count as it's a box set? She went, yeah, it's just a DVD. It's no problem. So I actually got this for free. And I sold it for £13.23. £1.42 delivery, which is quite reasonable, really. But yeah, so £13.23 for that. And I was very happy with that. Okay, this just coming up to the last few now, really. Red Dead Revolver. I picked this up on the Xbox original because I loved Red Dead Redemption on my Xbox 360 before I sold my 360, but on my 360, and I never knew they did a prequel, or not. Well, it's not a prequel, but one that they released before. I never knew they did that. But I picked it up. I don't have an Xbox to play it on, but I was expecting it to go for more because I've never heard of the game. But unfortunately, only almost £3. So I think I paid £1. So may have just made a few pence there. Lip Service Series 2 on Blu-ray. I also have Series 1 that I'm selling at the moment as well. Yeah, so just one I picked up. I can't remember how much I paid. I think it was like £1. But £5.76, so that's pretty cool. Ninja Gaiden 2 on the Xbox 360. This was just part of the bundle again. £3.02, so any profit is all profit. Paul Blart Mall Cop Blu-ray went for £5.98. This was actually one of mine. I bought, I think I paid 50p for it. And I never got around to watching it. It was actually still sealed, I think. But yeah, so I just got rid of that for almost £6. James Bond 007 Nightflyer on this. Now this one annoyed me because it's not actually the classics. It was the Black Label edition, and I put that in the description. But there was only a listing for the classics. Even though you scan in the Black Label cover, it still showed as classics. But I put Black Label in my description, and I priced mine up, I think like £1 more than the rest, and it still went because people obviously wanted the Black Label. So yeah, £4.60, not too bad. I think I paid either 50p or a quid for that. And last three, I promise. Assassin's Creed Classics Edition. This really was a Classics Edition. £3.96 on the Xbox 360. I think that might have been in the bundle. So, and the last two, the Dilemma, £1.43. It really does have no value, and that's Blu-ray as well. I picked it up for, I think it was 50p, so I may have made a couple of pence, I'm not sure. And the last one, which went yesterday, which was Battlefield Bad Company. This was just one that was in the bundle, for £2.32. So once again, all profit made there is 100% profit. And there we go. Thank you for watching. It was a long video. I know some of you guys like the long videos. I know some of you don't. So if you don't, I apologize. But there wasn't really much else that I could do. As you know what I'm like. I show all my sales. One thing that is important to mention now is from this year, I'm actually going to be showing you condensed sales. I know that may disappoint some of you, because I know some of you like seeing even these sort of sales, because you know that that's not really worth buying. Even if you see it for £1, it's not really worth much. Now I know some of you like that, but the issue that I have is it's getting to the point where there's just too many to show, and my sales videos are like half an hour long, and so I'm going to do just the condensed ones, just the best sales. All my sales are pretty, if you do want them, then let me know, and I can happily tell you what else I've sold, via message or whatever. But as far as video, just to try and keep them a bit shorter, just going to show you the best ones. Obviously this year I'm going to be sourcing more, 3 to 4 times a week. I'll be doing auction houses as well. So there's just going to be so much, and I don't think I'm going to have time to show you the £1, £2 sales all the way up to 40, 50, 100, hopefully, sales. So thank you for watching. Have a fantastic new year, or at least start of it, because I'll obviously will talk to you again soon. I hope you had a great Christmas, and I know a lot of you carried on selling and you've done really well, so it's great to hear. So yeah, thank you for watching. Once again, I appreciate all the subscribers. Really means a lot to me that you guys want to watch this. So thank you very much, and have a great evening. Thank you very much. Cheers.